Hey, fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and I'm here with none other than the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder. Deontay, I want to start off by saying congratulations on your impressive knockout against Hearn. Did you think that it was going to end so quickly?
Thank you so much for the congratulations. It meant a lot to me that night. I looked at spectacular that night, and it definitely meant a lot. You know, I was going in there to accomplish a mission, like I said I was going to do. I said I was going to knock him out, and I did just that. You know, I didn't know what round or whatever, but I'll take the first round. So that night, I feel like no matter who they were in the world, I would have beat them in that same fashion that night.
But I know you said you wanted to knock him out, but did you expect at least a little bit more of a challenge, or was that exactly what you were expecting from Hearn?
No, you know, like I said before, everything I say, I mean what I say. You know, I said that this fight would be easier the second time around. I said that I knew Hearn like the back of my hand. You know, I'm not one of these type of fighters that speak just to listen to myself speak and stuff like that. Like I said before, and I tell people all the time, like my mouth is just a translator to what my heart is trying to tell you. And my heart is trying to tell you this is what's going to happen or this is what's going to come to pass. Watch. Even when I tell people about the drug testing with these fighters, most likely if I say something, it comes to pass.
Yeah, you know what?
It's crazy how it works.
I have to tell you that because remember the last time I interviewed you, you mentioned that Luis Ortiz was notorious for doping. And then this happened. Something, you know, they're saying it's blood pressure pills. I don't know all the details, but you did call it like you saw it.
Yeah. Yes. And at the end of the day, no matter what pills it is, because the blood pressure pills was just a masking agent. We don't know what exactly what he took because the masking agent, it covered it like a shield.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we weren't gonna know. We didn't know what he really took. But at the end of the day, that is a banned substance. It's under the banned substance list. So it doesn't matter what he took. He shouldn't have taken it, period. He jeopardized this fight, you know, and a lot of people was mad and, you know, it made a lot of people angry, even made myself angry. And, you know, that's what made me come out and do a performance like this as well, too. So I think my performance and how I conducted myself and to go all the way in and do something like I did Saturday night, I think it made up for all that, the frustration that's been going on and the snowball effect that's been building up. Even when, you know, even with the crowd, I am very pleased with the people that came out, you know, the tickets that I've sold compared to, you know, we was going against UFC 217 as well, too. So it was other things that was going on in the city as well, too. So, and for me to do that with an opponent like Hearn, that speaks volumes. And now I see America, you guys behind me, and I love you. And we about to do this.
All right, so let's get on to the hot topic at the moment. I know you've been asked this a million times over, so I'm going to try my best to maybe ask it a bit differently. But I do know that, you know, Eddie Hearn, let's start off with what Eddie Hearn was saying in terms of there will be absolutely no 50-50 split. Would you ever consider, because Anthony Joshua just did an interview with IFL TV today, and he said that whatever this negotiation where Eddie Hearn is saying you have to fight Dillian Whyte first, that has nothing to do with him, and that he's not using that as a roadblock to fight you. That in fact, whatever was said from Eddie Hearn was because Eddie wants you to fight Whyte. Now,
and Michelle, go ahead.
So I was going to ask you, do you feel that, I guess a bit insulted that they wouldn't be 50-50, or do you feel that that's a fair statement?
That's definitely not a fair assessment. Definitely not. You know, when you got a champion that's been reigning for a very long time, that's the longest reigning champion right now, that have defended his title for 6 consecutive times. You know, that's the most feared, the most avoided, that hits the hardest, and we can say for facts, I am the most exciting heavyweight in the heavyweight division right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a. It ain't gonna go down like that. It's not gonna go down like that at all. It's gonna be fair and square, straight down the middle. What has AJ done? What has he really done? Let's take a look. The only thing he have done is beat a guy that came off a 17-month layoff that was already dethroned and wasn't knocked out, but beaten, already dethroned, that had to come to his country. Now, if they really want to praise somebody, they should give Tyson Fury his due respect, and they should finally put some respect on his family name, because he was the one that not only dethroned Klitschko, but went over to his backyard to do it in. And Klitschko, he didn't get knocked out or nothing like that. He still was the champion. So let's be real, and that's who they want to praise, because Joshua looks the part, because they let him say the right things and move the right ways. Because can you see, it's a corporation, it's a marketing thing. What's up? It's a marketing thing, So you got to keep that marketing. Take up Tyson Fury. He's not the type of part. Nobody want to see a champion that's belly slopping over and stuff like that. They don't want to see that. And Tyson Fury expresses himself. He expresses his own opinion. He got his own mind. They can't control his mind. They can't brainwash his mind into being the part saying this and doing all that, and that's why they don't want to do it. But so that's not going to go down. It's definitely going to be right down the middle, because at the end of the day, me and AJ need each other for this fight, but we don't need each other to live our lives. My life is very comfortable. I'm very blessed. I come in peace. I'm at peace. So if this fight don't never happen, I can sit back and say, you know what? I tried. I did everything in my power to do. Can they say the same thing? And nowadays it seems like, you see, Eddie Hearn and Joshua, they're not on the same page. I know something going on over there in that stable. I've been noticed it a long time ago, though. It's Eddie always coming to Joshua aid. When Joshua ain't responded back to me, he ain't really said nothing. We don't want to hear Eddie Hearns all the time coming back. Oh, Joshua said he will eat Wilder. What kind of gay words are that? Or I'm going to slam my jab down in front. We don't want to hear what Eddie talking about. Eddie said Joshua would knock me out in 3. They said I haven't fought nobody. Oh, I need significant win. No, I don't have to have none of all that. And if so, then why is it so hard to make this fight happen? Why would it be so easy? Did you say that about a George Martin? Did you say that about a Dominic Brazil? Did you say that about Eric Molina? Did you say that about a Carlos Taker, even though he was a replacement? None of these fighters' names doesn't mount up to a Deontay Wilder, especially not after Saturday night, what I've done, the things that I can do in the ring, the excitement that I bring to this sport. Nobody is doing what I'm doing. The last person that brought excitement to this sport heavy like this, what I'm doing and moving and talking like I'm doing, being so for my people, is Muhammad Ali. Let's face it. I bring the excitement. That's what I bring. We don't care about no numbers and all that, because half the numbers of this fall is from the UK. But now America have woken up. That brainwash mentality is different now. Eddie's saying one thing, and Joshua don't know what the hell Eddie talking about, so he's saying another. He don't know certain things that he don't. He didn't even know me and Eddie was on the phone in Shelly. We pushed Eddie into a corner. We ambushed him. It wasn't my fault, but it was a great idea, and I just helped out the cause.
Yeah.
They heard it on the Boxing Voice. Eddie saying all this stuff like he didn't put. See, Joshua didn't even know about the Dylan White, and then him putting him in the contract to fight me if I beat the deal up. They didn't know all that. Then now Eddie's trying to say he didn't say it, but we got emails, and that's one thing they got to be careful. I tell Eddie, you got to be careful what he's doing, what he say now, because we're on you and we're watching, and we're gonna reveal to the world that it's not us. That is you guys. And he didn't even know. And we got all this. Michelle. Now he's pushing the back of a corner. Now he got to meet my people. They trying to see what is going on. So we're going to see for sure what is going on. I hope Joshua's ready. And if he's not, he better get ready. He better get right with his promoter. Because I told y'all from day one, Eddie is a spoiled brat. I love the guy as a person, But as a businessman, he's sneaky. That's why they boo him. He's sneaky. And the thing about it, he got to get ready because we done pushed him in the corner. So he got to make this fight happen. If not, then Joshua's going to be humiliated until he give up that belt or until he fight me. That's what it have came to now. That's what it have came to now. Either you give up the belts or fight me, whether you're ready or not. Here I come.
So with your side of negotiations, I mean, obviously this is, you know, a behind closed doors sort of thing, but what for you as champion, as a WBC champion, and everybody wants the green belt, we all know that. As WBC champion, what do you feel is fair in terms of a split? Do you believe it's a 50-50 or no fight, or is it 60-40 with back end, a percentage of back end? I mean, what is that for you? What's the ideal agreement for you?
When it comes to a caliber of fight like this, it's 50-50 straight all down. The only thing that's going to be easy for me is the place. I don't care what place we have it is. If he was a smart businessman, and Hearn was a smart businessman, which Hearn is, and Hearns know. And I got a lot of smart guys around me, and we know the numbers. We know what they actually do over there in Europe, and so we know the actual numbers and stuff what's going on. So it may be entertaining and exciting to others, and you can brainwash, casual fans into certain things. But the people that's in the business, we know. But it's a good look. We all winning. It's boxing. When you win, we win because it's boxing as a whole. But let's be real. Let's not brainwash these people. We know that the mega of boxing and the money of boxing will forever and always be in America. We know this for facts. And the thing about it is he want to put the 50, he want to make that split because he knows Joshua is not known here. But due to the fight, they know now. They know now. It is just made even bigger. The money is here in America. The UK is small. It's only the size of Texas. We're 3 times bigger. And when they go to, even if they can catch the trolley and go there easy, the flights ain't that long. Even the drive, it's not too far. You go there to fill up. That's easy. From here in America, man, we got to just imagine somebody coming from L.A. all the way to New York. That's a long time. That's almost a whole day.
Yeah.
So it's easy. It's easy of a comparison. Their region and their culture is so different to what we got going on here. But the most money is here because America is so diverse. We got everybody here. It's a big melting pot, especially New York. Big melting pot. We got everybody here. So if you want to make the most money in your life, you want to be the mega boxer, you want to say you want to be the first billionaire, even though, somebody already filled that spot. But he can come close. He can make some money, but it'll have to be here. But the thing about it, he don't have enough confidence in himself. Even Eddie, even after the performance with Tekken, look at Eddie not switching up. I think we should stay here. We're doing a good job here, don't you think? Yeah, I bet.
Why do you think it is, in your own opinion? I mean, everyone else has already made their opinions vocalized, but in your opinion, why do you think that you're getting different sides to the story, one from Eddie and then one from what Joshua was saying? But why do you think that is? Do you think that Eddie is trying to avoid the fight between the two of you?
It's easy. It's easy. Eddie and Joshua is not on the same accord. As it seems, they must, as a corporation, as a business, you must keep your brand stable. You must keep your brand as if it looks good no matter what's going on behind the closed doors, because what's going on in the back of the closed doors, nobody needs to know. Nobody understands. But now they're getting too sloppy with it. Now they're getting too sloppy. I've been noticed it. It's noticeable now. People around me notice it. Certain people are going to notice it. Those that ain't in the business don't know what's going on. You can be brainwashed to the words of what Eddie says. He says the same thing over and over again. Over and over again. It's just like the Europeans, how they had them slaves and had that slave trade, and they told them black folks if they do a certain thing, they tricked them into signing their name because the black people couldn't read nor could they write. So they tried to get them, tell them certain things to get on the slave ship. So they made them sign their name over only for benefits and privileges and throw them a Bible. See, that's how Eddie Hearn, he's going to tell the people so much and make them keep them brainwashed. into believing in something that is really not. But now he's stuck in a corner because we got tired of it. We had to make moves and had to maneuver because it's definitely chess and not checkers, just like in the ring. So we put up all our king men and king horses, and we put it all together. Now he's stuck in the corner. So if they don't make the fight, we know what it is. They're not on the same court. Joshua don't know what the hell going on because
so
Eddie Hearn is doing too much.
Just to clarify, D, because this is what Eddie Hearn said. Eddie was quoted saying that Dominic Breazeale is now your mandatory, and we all know that he's not going to be available next. So you already fought your mandatory, so you're actually clear, right? Just to clarify, you're clear to fight anybody you want.
Let me tell you something. I don't have a mandatory. Dominic Breazeale is not my mandatory. Don't you say? Didn't you? If people, the WBC just came out and said Deontay Wilder doesn't have a mandatory. They even stated that they told us that we reached out to support us on this issue, this big fight that the world want to see, and that is what they're doing. They're standing behind their champion. They're supporting me in this fight, and therefore I don't have a mandatory.
So
I ain't gonna have a mandatory that quit, you know. And then if I did have a mandatory, I still got a year into the fight. A year is a long time.
Yeah.
And then again, I'm gonna kill it even more because I'm gonna get this fight. We gonna make this fight happen so the world can realize and wake up who's the champion, who's the best, who's the everything you want to add to that. They're gonna see this Deontay Wilder. And again, if we had mandatory, then what is it to pay them aside? What is it for him to pay aside? He don't have mandatory, but he wishes he did. I already tried to take his trash out, and look what he said. Look what the trash did. It broke. You know, one of them nasty trashes that got all that juice in there, and then you pick it up, and then the trash come out. That was Ortiz. I tried to take his trash out as I was walking Joshua's trash to the trash can. It just spilled all over the place. So I had to have the city to come and clean it up because I wasn't gonna pick it up. I had to move on. And then I threw the black bag down, too, and let the city clean that up. Because that was, oh, my God. But they don't want to fight.
There is absolutely nothing stopping your side from making this fight, to be correct, right? That's what you're saying.
My side like the Autobahn. It's always green, baby. It's full throttle. It's full throttle. That's what we is over here, baby. Every person on my team, from down to the child, they ready for this fight. We ain't never stopped. We got the support. We got the support for the fans now. Now it's turning up. It's turning up now. We're going to smoke them out of there. We're just going to continue to keep the fans, putting pressure on them, even from the UK side, because a lot of UK fans don't want this to happen because they know they can feel it. They can feel that the disaster is coming, and they haven't really enjoyed it enough to their fulfillment. You know, they don't feel like they full yet off of this excitement and keep this going. But we all know all things come to an end. And I've talked a lot of shit to not bag it up. I done talked a lot to not bag it up. So I am ready more than ever. I am so ready for this fight more than ever because nobody has the style, the ability, the skill to do what I can do in the ring. I have invented and created new things in this ring that some never have the talent, the ability to do. The things that I can see in the ring is so different. We don't care about weight. Weight ain't nothing. This vessel right here is hard as steel. Weight is nothing. Don't you see this Stavern come in at 254, 255? Really, if you add it up, what did Joshua weigh in at?
250.
What did Joshua weigh in at? 254, right?
Yeah.
And I showed you what 254, 255 look like when my power comes. Because at the end of the day, even though it's two different shapes, two different sizes, two different body frames, weight is weight.
So what did you think of Anthony Joshua's performance against Carlos Takam?
I think he did an okay job. But I give Takam all the respect and the credit in that fight. He definitely made it a more interesting fight than what But what myself and many other people thought it would be, I didn't know what to take up the fight, how it was going to be. So that's why I say myself, I didn't know what it was going to be like. I thought that I can't say I thought that Taken would be a much easier fight because I feel like, which I do feel, and I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep this conspiracy about it. I felt that Hearns was referring to Palou. Knew Palou probably would have been a more tougher because Palou definitely would have came, but Taken was more agile, and I didn't know he was that agile like that. And so we must give him credit and respect, and he did a wonderful job. And they definitely stopped that fight too early. As you can see in the fourth round, if people go back and look at that fight, they were seeing in the fourth round that the referee, that's when he started to try to stop this fight as soon as possible. Joshua was getting fatigued and tired, and all those big muscles. That stuff looked good, but people that's not good for a fighter. It's not good to have all those muscles because we're going to have to use that. We're going to have, with the oxygen, he's going to need an oxygen tank in the corner to fulfill all that stuff, especially when it's a fighter like me that's mobile and agile and hostile, that's got a heart of a lion, that feel like he is the king that don't get tired. And I'm one of the best finishers in the business. We can note that. That's facts. I am one of the best finishers in the game. So that stuff looked good, but it ain't good for it. And Tackle took more vicious punches in the early round than in the 10th round, and this man gonna stop this fight. And then look at all the breaks. Look at all the breaks. How many breaks should it take? Come on, man. You see the man willing, he's able, he's fighting. That referee, I ain't gotta say no more. People saw the fight. They understood it. Look at this sign. It was the signs already there. He needs more actors. If he's gonna pay somebody to do something in that country, is going to do certain things, they need more actors because that didn't look good at all. And y'all robbed the man that probably wouldn't have won, but would have gotten this respect. And I came in here as a replacement, and I did what I had to do when I went all around. They stole it because guess what they're trying to do? They're trying to keep his record clean and the knockout ratio clean as well too. We see it. People wake up. If you are brainwashed, you better wake up no matter what they're saying. All those English people are saying the same shit that Eddie Hearns is saying because he has brainwashed them. He has been their preacher with the Bible in his hand. And so happening it has to be the boxing Bible. And he's teaching them and preaching them because, hey, I got y'all here to this position. Now, do y'all believe me? And some believe in him. What he's saying is saying, amen to whatever he's saying, but they're leading themselves into a lie. And the man that really actually doing all the hard work and putting in forth the dedication is Joshua. And he don't even know what's going on himself, but the preacher, he behind taking all this money and preaching to the people. All I need you to do is go in and show that you are God. I'm going to preach it to these folks, and I'm going to tell them that you God, and I need you to perform. You hear? I need you to perform. You hear that, boy? So he go in there and perform like he is God. But being misled all along. That stable, man, they got to wake up, Michelle. It's simple. It's simple. And I don't speak just to be saying shit. It's simple. This is what we see, and this is what it's going to be. So, until proven wrong, this is our opinion. This is what I think. I just want people to see a different light, to see how we looking at it. If you take from it, then take from it. If you don't, you say we're delusional or whatever y'all want to say, and then go with it. All these excuses about social media stuff and all because the numbers are, once they get to a certain spot, what they going to be able to say now? The more and more exciting they get, because I struck last Saturday. It was a wrap. I broke the fucking internet. And I made Severn famous. Because now he's the most top boxing meme around now in the world. We getting people all over. I got friends all over the world texting me. It's crazy. So what else are you going to say now? Some people over here in America didn't even know Joshua. Now they do. Because they seeing me call him out. This is easy. This is a straight down the middle. This is an easy fight to be made. We're ready. We ain't going to be shortcutted. We're not going to be cheated. It's going to be fair all the way around. Because I bring more excitement than him. his country may be supportive more and can pack out stadiums and stuff. That's good over there. Great. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. But let's do it. That ain't got nothing to do with seeing who's the best, who's the baddest man on the planet. Well, there's gonna be one champion, one face, one name, and I guarantee you it's gonna be Deontay Wilder. Don't wait, mate. Make the date.
We know you want the fight. There's no question about that. I know you've wanted the fight for a while. I think ultimately what's going to end up happening, and I think this is exactly why the fans are already prepared for what's to come, is it's going to come down to negotiations and Eddie Hearn believing that you don't sell like Joshua sells. Because he's already saying it's not going to be 50-50. Would you be willing to do something? I know you said 50-50 and that's it. But what about the majority to the winner? Whoever wins takes the majority then. That way, it's kind of a bit fair there.
I mean, if you want to play it like that, that can go down. It can go down like that as well too. But at the end of the day, it's all going to be up to what is negotiated among my people. My people already know what they got in their head, what they want to do, and I agreed to it. So we ain't gonna, like I said, no matter what it's gonna be, we're both gonna come out of this as winners. It is gonna be fair, and it's gonna be simple. This is not a hard fight to make at all.
No, it really
not
isn't.
At all.
If you really break it down, it really isn't.
Yeah, Michelle, is easy.
Yeah,
it's real easy. And the only people that makes it hard is the ones that don't want to see it, and most of the UK people. And I don't understand that, but I do understand it because they know for sure. If I was so easy, if I was all these things that they put out that I am, you even got these guys up there, Johnny Nelson's and the what's the other kid, Fergus Ferrin, whatever his name was, think he knows boxing.
What outlet?
Talking this crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
I was going to say, what outlet was he with?
No, I said you got all these people in the UK like Johnny Nelson and what's the other kid that Ferrin, last name? I seen you interview him. He's supposed to be this boxing expert or whatever. That he don't know what the hell he talking about either. Who?
Spencer Fearon.
What's his name again?
Spencer Fearon?
That's him. That don't know shit what the fuck they talking about. You can tell they've been listening to Hearns and repeat every single thing, especially the Spencer guy. Every little sounding so retarded. Every little single thing. It's crazy, but it's gonna be sad. It's gonna be sad when I come when we do fight, and I knock AJ out. They're gonna go in hiding. It's gonna be because they've been brainwashed all this time. All these UK fans brainwashed, but they're fearful of me. They scared. They don't want this. They don't want that fight to happen themselves. They know it. Just admit it. Be men and admit it. None of them guys over there want to see Joshua in the ring with Deontay Wilder, no matter what they say, because they're making excuses themselves. They know. Even Johnny Nelson as a fighter. Come on, mate. You're a fighter, baby. If a fight calling you out, what you do? You respond to the call of duty, baby. And you get that fight on. As a fighter, I don't want to hear out of he's still growing, he's young, but y'all want to brag about a fight against an old man that was off 17 months, that already got beaten, so he was trying to find the confidence to build himself back up where he had to go to. You guys back, y'all, come on, mate. I'm calling you out. I'm declaring war. And I'm serious. I'm serious. That's why y'all talk that talk, but you can't walk that walk. Y'all can all say what y'all want. I hope y'all gather up together when it's time for this fight, and y'all say a long prayer. Y'all better meditate, baby, because I'm taking it over.
What do you think of on the undercard, Eddie Hearn and Lou DiBella?
Man, that's gonna be a hell of an undercard. Hey, that's gonna be a super undercard. And I wish nothing but blessings and prosperity to all the fighters that's able to land a spot on the card. Don't call me and ask me. I ain't got nothing to do with it. We're worrying about this. I'll tell you that right now.
All right, D,
So,
what do you want
know,
to say to AJ? What final message do you have to say to AJ?
I mean, AJ got my words loud and clear. You know, I seen his little response, and it ain't had nothing to do with Deontay Wilder in it. Just the lack of confidence. I know it, AJ. I know you don't want to fight, man, and it's not your fault. It's your promoter fault. He's put you in this position where you have to respond, and if you don't, people is going to bash your name. Everything you built, all the people that's been behind you, all the endorsements. Now you're not acting the part. Now you're not that part of people starting to realize the truth. Even your own kind. They're turning their back now because you're acting weak. I declare war upon you, and I mean it. It's nothing personal because I love you as a person. I love you as a black man that's doing so much for his country and his roots of his people that's out of Nigeria. I love that. I respect that. But as a businessman, as another king to another king, I declare war upon your kingdom. But I'm hauling, I'm weighing all the way from America with my people raw and getting ready. See, this right here is just this is just the pre-announcement to the war that's soon to come. So I'm getting my people prepared for battle, just like the Braveheart movie. If we go back, you say you like movies, right? So go back to the Braveheart. Tom Gibson made, you know what I'm saying, made his speech to the people that they said it so bold. They said it so proud. They said it so loud that whatever I say, my people are willing to die on that day. They willing to give it all just for this one night, for this one magnificent fight that the world want to see. You said if the people wants it, and you reached over your kingdom and you took the microphone, you told your people of your kingdom that if you want it, then I want it. And now this king right here have declared war, so the people wants it. Do you still want it? We gonna smoke you out, even if you do or you don't, so you better get ready. I don't want you to worry about no Parker. I don't even want you to worry about no other fighter but me. Because all roads lead to Deontay Wilder, no matter where you go. And as you may come to the light like you have done with your career, because your career has been a shining light, they have given you everything. So as you come in the light and go into the dark tunnel, I will be that person that's in the shadows because I come from the dark. And everything I touch comes to light. Get it? I will be waiting. I will be waiting. So don't wait. Make the date, mate. Squad!
Thanks so much, D. I appreciate your time. And you know what? I really hope to see this fight be made next and not later in 2018. I know all the fight fans want to see it, and I just want to say thank you. So I appreciate it.
All right. Anytime. Nobody don't do it like me, huh?
Thank you so much.
All right.
Wish you the best.
Anytime. Have a good one.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
Hey fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking right here.